Oh boy, so we had a long day at Angel Stadium to go see the Savannah Bananas. We were there having a great old time. So anyways, we found a last minute room here and we're going to be checking out the Sonesta ES Suites Hotel here in Anaheim. And we're here going to check in. It's a little bit before, actually it's a little bit past midnight. So anyways, let's go inside, check it out. And let's check in, we'll see the room, and obviously as we always do with our hotel reviews, let's go do a full walk around, check it all out, and then give our final thoughts the next day. I do know that there is free breakfast here, which is really nice, and a pretty nice hotel, pretty good reviews on here. The price for tonight, I have my receipt here, tonight was $188. And of course there was taxes, $32.99, a couple property fees. So total was $224.85 for tonight here on a spring break day on a Saturday night here. So not too bad considering some of the other properties around town were going upwards of almost double that price. So can't complain. But anyways, let's go in the lobby and check in. Okay, we are in room 621, so 6th floor. This is one of the elevators that you don't have to do the little key fob to for security purposes. So, oh well. So far I feel relatively nice and secure in this hotel. And we're at our floor. Ooh, that's nice. Let's see. Oh, 621 right to the right. It has a smell of newness in this hallway. It smells like fresh carpet, which is real nice. Walls look relatively nice and new, real clean. Oh yeah, this is real good. Let's see here. 621, here it is. And in full disclosure, because we ended up getting this hotel room late and they were pretty much fully booked, they had to put us into an ADA room. So, which actually kind of is a good thing because this shows both what the rooms would normally look like, as well as obviously what are the ADA amenities that are provided within this room. So here we are. Let's go inside and check it out. Turn on all the lights here so we can really take a look at this room. But we ended up getting a suite, which does have a pull-out couch here. You can clearly see a table, TV, and our bed right over there. Normally I always like to get a double bed, but unfortunately today they didn't have any, so we ended up getting the single queen. But that's okay. And this is an ADA room, so you're going to see some extra wideness around some of the things here. I'm sure in the restroom we're going to see things like bars and other things. In fact, for an example, just a quick peek here at the kitchen, you can see that here where the sink is, it has a cutout there for people who may have maybe in wheelchairs or scooters. So, but we're going to take a look here. Here is a little bit of a dual dinette table. Got the pull-out couch here. It is a queen size pull-out couch, so relatively nice and big. Some wall art here, a lamp over there. Got the windows open out. We are unfortunately right next to the 5 freeway, so hopefully, let's listen in. A little bit of noise, but hopefully it won't disturb us too much here. The windows, they do not open. They have the security latch to them there, but they do have the sheer curtains as well as obviously the privacy darkened curtains. Standard outlet right over there on the lamp. TV, pretty nice, about a 50-inch screen TV. This one we do have a chest of drawers over here. Looks like 3 different drawers. Also, I will give some leniency with some of the furniture here. I'm seeing quite a bit of nicks and marks and everything, not so perfect even on the walls here. But my guess is that again, people who may have scooters or wheelchairs or anything, you know, obviously they may be bumping into some of the furniture. Even some of the marks on the floor here, I'm seeing quite a bit of tread marks. Again, that probably is due to most likely wheelchairs. Moving over here to the kitchenette area, we have sink with all the amenities we need. Dishwashing, soap, sponge, got the paper towels, microwave, little electric stovetop over here, hood. Let's see, I think I saw some silverware and stuff in here. Oh yeah, some glassware, measuring cup, got sugar and whatnot. Again, this is a suite, one of those kind of the type where if you're on a family vacation and want to cook, maybe you want to have breakfasts or lunch or anything in here, have water and Gatorade inside a full-size fridge. Keep your beverages in there. That's nice. Trash can right there. What's in here? Oh, there you go. Silverware, knives. Little mini coffee maker with a few things of coffee bags there. Oh, and 4 standard plugs right over there. 2 standard plugs over there, one being used by the microwave. Oh, and I didn't even see this, the ladle and the spatula. What's in here? A couple pots and pans. And just a basic dishwasher. A few more cabinets up there. Full size. Ooh, let's see. Ooh, that boy is cold. That's a really nice working freezer. And then we got the fridge here. Excuse the Jack in the Box sodas in there. We had to pick up some food before we got here. Okay. Oh, and some people have been asking me about locks here. So this one has the traditional horseshoe collar style lock and just a traditional deadbolt. That's about it. But it does have the little anti-breaking in metal guard right over here. So another level of security. And now we'll do it. So let's walk into the room. 2 nightstands, one on each side, lamps. This one does have a TV as well here too. So this is a perfect hotel room if you have mom and dad sleeping over here. You got the kids sleeping in the adjoining room, maybe grandma or grandpa, whatever the case may be. Same 50-inch TV. Looks like we got about four drawers here. Ooh, ooh. These ones have, oh, they have definitely seen better days. Imagining the heating units right over here. Another window out into the freeway. Same beautiful view of Anaheim. Got a love seat and ottoman in there. The 2 nightstands. Let's see what we got here. So the lamps all have a standard plug on them. We got a radio, phone, traditional 2-drawer nightstand. Nothing crazy about those. Oh, this one. Oh, this is just a table. This is okay. 2 standard plugs there. Light. 2 standard plugs right over there. Okay. No real thrills on this bed, but looks relatively clean. Carpet all the way around. And just from a quick visual here, I am not seeing really much in the way of stains or rips or tears, and I'm really liking this. Some of the furniture potentially have seen some better days, but that's okay. And the bed looks relatively nice and clean. Let's see. We'll, of course, give it a bed test here in a moment. Okay. Might be a little bit more on the softer side than I would like. Pillows. Oh, these are the type of pillows that really you sink into. And as we always do, let's give a proper bed test here. Oh, boy. Oh, nice and springiness. Okay, first initial thoughts. It's definitely a little bit softer, but not too bad. On the soft being 1, firm being 5. This is going in the 2.34 category. Let's go with that. Definitely a little bit softer than I would like if I'm sinking into it. Granted, I'm also on top of the white comforter on top. Let's talk about some of these pillows here. Oh yeah, these pillows are definitely the type where you're gonna sink into them. They're soft, so you're probably gonna have to, like I do, when I get soft pillows, I double them up, and that gives me enough proper support. But then that sucks, unfortunately, when it comes to having body pillows or putting it underneath your legs or anything, because these are going to sink in, so they don't really prop up your legs like I do when I have a long day at the park. I like to kind of lift my legs up, get the blood flowing or down, and yeah. So I'm not very happy with the pillows, personally. You might be, but I'm not. But we'll see how the night is with regards to sleep. And then we walk over here into the bathroom. Definitely a little bit wider of a bathroom. Obviously, since it is an ADA room, we're going to have the rails both over the toilet as well as in the tub. You can see the 2 rails right over there. The sink has the roll-in for chair and access. And we speak it over here. We got tissues. We have hand wash, body lotion. We do have a couple towels here. Actually, up there they are. Not a lot of towels down over here, but does this have a... No, I do not see a hair dryer at all. That is interesting. Wow, okay, I'll have to... Oh, here's a closet on this side. Let's see, maybe it's in here. This is interesting. Okay, wow, so there's a closet in the bathroom. There's the bedroom in the bathroom. This, I've never seen this before. Interesting, interesting. Maybe they had to do it this way because of the ADA room. That could be the case. Lots of closets, space. This right here, hangers. Does have a iron and ironing board. And the door does not want to close because this guy is... Yeah, he does, let's see. Okay, that, nope, he is not going to close. Okay, yeah, this, I'm pushing him as far back as he can and he is not going to close. Okay, interesting. But we do have a couple hand towels, couple body towels, couple bath towels, towel for the floor, faucets, all that good stuff, handle, shower head, and then we do have shampoo, conditioner, and shower gel. Traditional shower curtain, hangers, nothing too crazy there. And of course, the toilet, which we know we have to do a flush test on. So let's see. Yeah, that was kind of weak. 2.5 out of 5. Okay, and that's going to be about it for the room. And again, reminder, this is a ADA room. So a lot of the amenities you see here are obviously going to be part of every room here, but with the modification done for ADA purposes, mainly a lot of the space like you see around here, lots of extra room in this region, the bars in the restroom, the angle of some of the counter, obviously. But for the most part, this still gives you a pretty good essence of what the room is going to be like. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go downstairs, check out what we can while the hotel is, right now it's past midnight, so we're going to be respectful, walk around, show some of the things there, and then in the morning we will get breakfast. There is breakfast included with this stay here, a full buffet breakfast when I was told, and then we'll do another walk around of the things that are at nighttime, or at the daytime, excuse me. Another thing, unfortunately, we did find out is that there is a renovation going on here with the hotel. Not a full renovation, but the pool is being worked upon, and some of the rooms, they're working on one of the floors here. So we may or may not get to see with the pool and some of the areas there because of construction. Parking was a little bit of a headache as well too. They had containers and construction equipment and everything that took up probably at least 15-20% of the parking in this hotel, which was very unfortunate. We had to park in the outskirts, which was not great. But anyways, with all of that, let's go downstairs and check it out. I want to see what this guest storage is here. Never heard of something called guest storage. Like obviously I heard you can always drop your bags off, you know, leave them with concierge or the bellhop, but not something specifically called guest storage. That the storage is for guests if you are traveling and you're going to be here for a while and you have big items like bicycles or snowboards or things of that nature, and you want to have a good place of storage, or maybe you have big suitcases and you need them out of the room and you're going to be here for a while, that's what they're for. I just never really thought about it because I've never really traveled with things that needed storage at a hotel. I didn't even know that was possible. So, but it makes sense. I wanted to check out all the different levels of the room of the hotel here, so I actually went to the second level. I would not recommend staying on the second level because there is some relatively loud music going on down here. Mind you, we're almost at like 12:30, almost 1 o'clock at this point, and there's rooms, 2 rooms there, there's 3 rooms over here. I would not recommend staying here at this level if you get stuck here. Move rooms because this is pretty loud. Like, it's pretty significant. Hopefully maybe the rooms are better. You know, obviously I'm not in the room, but this is pretty loud, especially for this hour of time. But I wanted to see all the other floors to see, like, which ones have been remodeled, because she said they've been doing construction on the levels, but not necessarily on the room. So just going one at a time and checking them out. Also, mind you, because they are doing construction, one of the hotel elevators is covered in protection, so which makes sense. So I've walked every floor so far in the hotel, and I can see that the carpet and the walls, all new, fresh, clean. You can smell, got that new chemically carpety smell. Can't say anything about the rooms though. I asked the front desk, they weren't 100% sure of what's going on. There's some sort of reimagining going on with the hotel, kind of a slight rebrand. And I get that vibe here too, because when I walk through the lobby dining reception area, you're going to see why in a second, how there's kind of like, when you take a look at the room and how the furniture is older, but the vibe of what's going on with the rest of the hotel, they're definitely in the process of modernization of the hotel, or at least upping it up to a little bit of a more current time. Oh, they do have some cart racks here should you need it. So first and foremost, this hotel is a good neighbor hotel with Disneyland Resort. Good to know. But of course, as I always say, the best way to get the best discounts and deals for Disneyland is, of course, get away today. They'll make sure to give you the best pricing on hotels, ticket prices to Disneyland, Universal Studios, Knott's Berry Farm, SeaWorld, so much more. So definitely give them a call. Call the phone number below. Tell them Big Red sent you, and they'll make sure to give you the best deals, and that you found them through me, and they'll make sure to take care of you in the best way possible. As it was happening, there was a DoorDash driver just dropping off some items here. They do have a takeout drop spot here, delivery made simple just for you. They do have a printing area here, so I'm assuming it's also possibly the business center, quote unquote, but there is a printer over here with a welcome sign. As we mentioned earlier, the pool is temporarily closed at the moment for some reimagining over here. There is some modernization of the furniture, but also some classics here. This fireplace looks like it's definitely cool looking. I won't take that away, but definitely a little bit older. So this is the dining room area where breakfast is going to be later. The breakfast actually itself is over here. You can see the breakfast station. We'll check that all out tomorrow morning. It's full breakfast buffet. Looks relatively big, which is really nice. So very excited to check that out a little bit later. Few booths and tables over here. But a little hodgepodge of different styles. It's interesting. You got like leathery looking chairs like that. Then you got more country barn style chairs looking like that. Dark tables, light tables. It's very unique and eclectic in a way. Some of these tables even have, do they? Yeah, there you go. Charging ports, which is nice. Interesting. Huh, okay. And then over here they do have a little bit kind of like not necessarily a play area, but I guess it is in a way for the littlest ones here. They got things, definitely could be picked up for sure, but make believe with toys of selling popcorn and barbecuing, and looks like they did have games, but I highly doubt any of them have all the pieces necessary to play. Yeah, we're definitely not listening to that. Oh, well, I guess kids will be kids, right? I believe the mat is representative of the gym, the fitness center, and the dip is where the pool would be. And here, for the food, they got the space. So we're gonna go check out the fitness center here. And then we'll go see the pool area, which again is under renovation at this moment. Open 24 hours here for the gym. Let's take a look here. Couple do's and don'ts here. Do have a scale for you to measure yourself with. Cable machine, treadmill, elliptical, cycle, free chair or free weights over here. Towels, got some mats over there for you to use. Hand sanitizer, mirrors for you to check yourself out. Some yoga balls. They do have a filtered water station over here. And also at the same place, not only is it the mat as in the mat of a gym, but I guess the laundromat. And they do have it here. Let's see, they got 3 washers, 3 dryers. And the load for a washer is $4. And same for a dryer. I do not see a thing for you to be able to purchase soaps should you need it. Nope, so you'll have to bring them on your own, or I'm sure there is a little store next to the front desk, and I bet you they have some of that as well too. Yeah, they do have a little thing, the shop here, right next to the front desk. Let's see what they have here. Some sundries, chips, peanuts, some cereals, candies, chocolate bars, Cliff bars. They do have a few of the menus you need if you need hygienic products. They do have some bottled water, deodorant, some Alka-Seltzer, Advil, some more of the pharmacies, I call it over here. Some lean cuisines, a few ice creams, pizzas, bags of ice should you need it. Some sodas over here too. Water, energy drinks as well, Celsius, some sodas, some juice and waters. Decent enough of a selection. Oh, and yes, they do. They have the snuggle and tide for the machines should you need it. Let's go check out the pool area over here. There's a little bit of an outdoor area where you can, there's some seating areas. Obviously this is going to look better during the daytime, but we got some chairs and tables over there. We got some communal areas. Looks like you can also have a barbecue over here as well too in this gazebo. Let's see here, grilling instructions. Okay, so just first come, first serve on the grills. Okay, not bad at all. Over here, I see a little play area. Oh, what is there? Is there a little fire pit over here? There, we'll probably do this again during the daytime for a better view, but I do see some tables there. It's a little Connect 4. Some tables, chairs, some cornhole. This is nice, okay. A little tic-tac-toe over there, the ones that you can use with bing bags. They do have a couple fire pits, it looks like. Okay, nice little open area. There's a good view of the hotel from the external. And here is the pool area. Oh, it's kind of Mickey shaped, isn't it? Huh? Looks like I see 5 feet. Yeah, that might be the deepest it goes. Maybe 6. You know what? It might be a little bit deeper right over here. I see 3.5 feet all the way over there. So it goes, you know, steps 3.5 feet, 5 feet, maybe 6 feet here. Who knows? It does have the ADA ladder, which is uninstalled at the moment. I do see showers facilities over there. Also, so we are in the Sonesta Suites, which is this building over here. But the traditional Sonesta is right over there. So the pool is actually shared by both hotels. Obviously same brand, all that good stuff. So this is gonna be, I bet you, if I had to guess, I bet you there's a gate on the other side as well too. Or maybe they just access it right over here on this side. But they're definitely doing some reimagining. You can see they level this area out, expanding it out. The pool itself doesn't look like they're doing anything really with the pool. Maybe they'll resurface it or do something, but they're really doing more with like the external portion. Gardening, landscaping, modernization, maybe putting like cabanas or something like that. But cool, there you go. So I would have to imagine, based upon what I'm seeing there, that the pool, at least as the recording of this video, the pool is probably going to be off limits for at least a couple more months, I would have to imagine. Kind of hard for you to see, but what I mentioned about the construction and everything taking up a lot of parking spots, there's containers, like all the way, there's container over there, container over there, container. There's these types of containers which are taking up huge portions of the parking lot. There's containers over there as well too. There's containers on the other side of the hotel over there. They're just all over the place. And I mean, I understand why they need to, obviously, but it's definitely putting a little bit of a burden on the guests here. It was not fun. I had to park on the other side of the other Sonesta hotel at the very end, and we circled around a couple times and there was only like 3 spots available. Also, it is a spring break weekend, so I know that. But do be prepared for parking. It's not that fun. And also parking is $32 per night per car. It's time to go back to the room and get some shut-eye. Again, we're going to be getting up in the morning for breakfast and then heading off to WonderCon. Before we do, we'll get final thoughts, overview, and call it a day here at the Sonesta Suites. So let's go to bed. Good night. Well, I'm hearing a beehive of activity, and sure enough, oh yeah, it is a packed house today down here for breakfast. Oh my goodness, this is pretty busy. Well, let's see what they have here on the menu. I see some coffee and some hot water right there for teas. I see orange juice, apple juice, 2% milk over here. I see Mickey. Let's see what foods they got here. Apples and oranges. Nothing over here, but they do have space for additional food items. Let's see over here, they got cereals, Raisin Bran Frosted Flake Fruit Loops, some yogurt right here. All the fixings you can have for your yogurts, as well as hot oatmeal. And we had sausages, but they're not in there anymore. Some sort of potatoes over here. They kind of look like sweet potatoes, which is interesting. I've never had that before. And then some scrambled eggs over here. We got some breads, toast over here. I did see some English muffins earlier, but I think we're all out of those. Your traditional hot sauces right over here, Tapatio Tabasco. Butters and cream cheeses for said pastry items, some cheese, some salsa, and the popular items over here are going to be the make your own little silver dollar pancakes. You can see the little machines right over there where they pop them out and make little silver dollar pancakes, like those right over there. And you got your toaster as well for all your toasting needs. And it looks like since they ran out of sausages that they switched it up with some bacon over here, so I'll grab a few slices of that instead. One of the biggest complaints I have about this whole thing is the setup. It's all emptiness over here, which is great, but the minute there's a traffic jam with the pancakes and toasting over there, that area of the buffet is a bottleneck that's terrible. They definitely need to do a redesign of this kitchen area, in my opinion. So got a little bit of bacon here. These are sweet potatoes, so not gonna be a big fan. For some reason, they switched out they had regular potatoes and then they put up sweet potatoes. I've never heard of anybody do that before. I've never heard of sweet potatoes used for breakfast, but it's just interesting that they switch out like one item on the menu for another menu item. And most of the time when it's breakfast at a hotel, they keep it the same. They just make new stuff. So it's weird that it's almost like they're just like, oh, we forgot, we ran out of it. It's a potato. Chop it up. Make it up. I don't know. It's weird. Yeah. No. I don't like sweet potato. Oh, okay. Eggs here. Let's try these out. They're eggs from a box, and they're definitely the type of eggs in which they come out of a gallon container, and they just pour it out and griddle it. Yeah, not a fan. Okay, so far we're not doing too well here at the plate. The bacon here, this is that type of the really cheap style bacon, really paper thin, mass produced. Not going to have a lot of flavor too, probably, most likely, but oh well. Okay. Bacon is so-so. Type of bacon you get like at a fast food restaurant. So, redeeming quality at least, it's okay. But yeah, I'm definitely not happy with this breakfast. And then I tried to get a pancake, but there was about a 4 or 5 person line waiting for one of those. And then they had no more wheat toast. It was all white toast, and no more muffins or anything of that nature. Or bagels. So that was really it. So I know today's a busy day because obviously, again, this is a spring break holiday, and there's definitely a lot of families sitting around us. But yeah, so this breakfast, this is the type of it's free for a reason. I'm ultimately going to give this breakfast a 1.5 out of 5. Well, now that I've had a little less than a lackluster breakfast, let's go step outside here real quick. So again, we got the seating area right over there. Some tic-tac-toe, the little gazebo with the barbecue. Got the pool under construction right now. And of course, the seating area over here with the Connect 4 and the cornhole and all that, just to give it a one last better view of it during the daytime. So let's talk a little bit quickly about the breakfast itself, since that's top of mind at the moment. I will admit this breakfast was very bad. Again, the switching of the menu, not necessarily the worst thing in the world. I'm not a fan of sweet potatoes, so that was a big bust right there. I prefer the sausage patties or links over the bacon, and even the quality of the bacon wasn't that good. They ran out of a lot of items. I know this is a busy day, but it just seemed a little that lines. The bottlenecking that happened there in the pancake machine, so I didn't really get to try because there's still quite a bit of a bottleneck there. Operations could be smoother. I think there needs to be a redesign of the layout of that whole kitchen area, in my opinion. But even then, the quality of the food itself, I've honestly had much better food breakfast-wise at other hotels and establishments, even with some of the motel-style hotels. The eggs were, I didn't even eat the eggs. I ate the 2 bites they saw on camera. I couldn't palate even the eggs even further. And eggs are one of my favorite food items, so even with ketchup, couldn't do it. Had a few strips of bacon, just have enough, and that's really it. Then I ended up, they did restock some of the toast, some of the bread, so I was able to get a couple slices of wheat toast. So that's really all I've had so far today. A couple slices of bacon and 2 things of toast. So I'll probably have to go get something before we head over to WonderCon. So yeah, if you're booking this hotel for the breakfast, no. Let's just say the price is right in that it is free, but even then I feel like I need to get paid to eat that breakfast. Also, when it's busy, there is not enough dining in this area right over there. People are gonna have to share tables and everything like that. It's not very conducive to a good environment there. There's just a lot of people in this dining room area, and it just very cramped. This also needs to be reimagined, in my opinion, as well too. I want to take a quick little walk over here to get my final thoughts about the hotel and everything, and then also just showcase a few of the things here. So we're staying at the Sonesta Suites Hotel. The Sonesta is actually also right next door to us. They are not the suites. The suites over here, the ES is extended stay. So the ES are for those who, you know, long-term travel, business people, traveling nurses, people who need a hotel for, or families who need a hotel for longer. Maybe they like to cook, maybe they need the space, the room. But if you want a more traditional style hotel, then you can stay at the Sonesta, which is right behind me over there. This is all their property. We ended up parking over there, far in on that side of the hotel. They do share the pool area right over there. There's the pool entrance for the Sonesta. This is the hotel that we're staying at today. Parking lot whips around. It's a 360 on the hotel parking. But the reason I wanted to walk over this way is because, so Garden Grove has announced what they're doing with regards to the shuttle service. Since ART is going away, ART and everything still hasn't been fully replaced as of this moment. So as of the recording of this video, ART is still technically around, but only for a few more days. Nothing has still been finalized as to what's going on. Who's going to purchase it? Is it going to be privatized? Is OC going to get it? Nothing along those lines has been announced. But should something change soon and ART comes back, this right here on the Sonesta side of their hotel, that is the ART stop right over there. So that's where you would pick up the ART bus or whatever future transportation would be to Disneyland Resort. So technically we are in a walkable distance from the resort. I just Google mapped it right now. It would take us about 32 minutes to get to Disneyland Resort as of this moment. But again, that's a half-hour walk. So it is doable. Recommended? Probably not. Probably easier for you to catch the ART bus as well as whatever future transportation there might be. I did also find out that when you do pay for parking here at the hotel on your checkout day, you do get to keep your car here for the duration of, you know, your checkout day. So if you do say, hey, we're gonna go to the park one more time, you don't have to worry about paying for parking or moving. You already took care of all your parking ahead of time, so you can leave it here, come back to the hotel, pick up your car, and go back home. No need to worry about that. Because I know some hotels will only let you stay on property till like a certain time, at which point they'll tell you, okay, now it's an additional charge if you want to keep your car here. And then it's like, well, I might as well just bring my car over to Disneyland. So worry not with that regards. Checkout is at 11. They do offer late checkouts should you request it, but of course that's on a per call basis, not necessarily guaranteed. Room service, they do room service as needed. Should you be staying here longer, obviously one days they're not going to do it for us, but they do. They also offer light service options for just basic maintenance upkeep. If you're one of the people who stay here a little bit longer, like weeks at a time, you can ask for a deep cleaning of sorts, and those are on per request basis. Now that we're done here, let's talk brass tacks at this point. So how was the stay overall? Well, a couple things, unfortunately. So yes, they are doing a remodel in stages of the hotel. The carpet, the walls that you saw there definitely is a need for updating on furniture. I did talk to another staff member, and they are going to be doing them in stages. So hopefully rooms, that means eventually, and I don't know how long it's going to be, but eventually these rooms all will be updated. Ours, as you can see, the furniture definitely needs an update. It's 20 years old plus, so, and then, you know, it needs some modernization. So it is going to be going through a process here. The pool, again, is also going through a process. Don't know how long that's going to be closed. My guess is obviously based upon the way it looks. Probably going to definitely miss the whole summer, I would think. So if you plan on staying here for the summer and want to jump in the pool, that's probably not going to happen. I would imagine it's probably going to be, you know, 6-7 months from today, if at the earliest. That'd be my guess, but I'm not a pool maintenance person, so I couldn't tell you. Sleep wise, did not have a good night's sleep. Did not at all. It was too soft of a bed for me. I tossed, I turned. AC was hot, it was cold, it wouldn't keep a constant temperature. So it was one of those type of things where I honestly didn't sleep deeper than like an hour or two before I had to wake up and, you know, toss and turn, fix something, sweat, cold. It was not good at all. That could have been me personally. Maybe other people would sleep better. I did not. I did not have a great night. I am exhausted, even though I slept for 6-7-ish hours, but I'm exhausted. I'm gonna have a long day today. So sleep quality gets a 1 out of 5, unfortunately for me here. It was not very good at all. Shower wise, took a shower. Not impressed with the shower. It was passable, it was doable, but definitely the nozzle needed to be fixed. The pressure wasn't great. It just, you know, it did the job, but not very, you know, it did the job. It did the job. So I'm going to give it a 3.5 out of 5 for that, but definitely needs to be fixed. Overall, the room itself, dated. TV, we had an issue here with the TV. I don't know if it's TV or if it's the cable that they use here, but there were times when we're trying to flip to channels or watch something, and then the music, the sound would sound like they're underwater like that, and then all of a sudden you wait a moment, it clears up, goes back, change the channel, that channel's fine, but you go to the other channel, it's bad. So again, I don't know if it's TV, connection cable, couldn't tell you for sure. There is free Wi-Fi here at the hotel, but when I was like watching some videos on my phone and everything, it wasn't the greatest. I mean, that's the basic Wi-Fi. You can pay for the additional better Wi-Fi. That's like $10 a day. It did the job. It was fine. So the hotel proximity to Disneyland, not the greatest. Again, it's about a 30-minute walk from here. I would definitely, if you're looking for a walking closer distance of hotel to Disneyland, definitely park a little closer, pick one a little bit closer. But again, the price was right here. It was $190 plus tax, ended up being what, like $232 when I said last night. So the price was right, especially for being a Saturday on a spring break. Overall, the hotel itself, quality-wise, the amenities were fine there. It's a basics, no frills, thrills. You know, you got a fitness center with a couple machines. You got the laundromat. You know, it's really meant for a sleeping, showering, and eating situation, and then you spend most of your time outside of the hotel. So for that purpose, it does a good enough of a job. And, you know, for families who are visiting Disneyland, it is a good option, especially if they continue with the art situation. Until the art situation is figured out, I may hesitate from staying here personally. Once they figure out that situation, then obviously it's a good option for you to stay here, save a few dollars, and be a little bit off the beaten path of the harbor Catella style of traffic. So that is a good option for you. But overall, it's just a hotel that I would recommend. The answer would be a maybe, a complete maybe. My personal experience is the first time I stayed here at this hotel. I picked it on a whim. Again, you know, we stayed up late here in Anaheim for the Bananas game, so I needed a hotel. Decided to give this one a try for the channel. The reason I say maybe is because for myself personally, I was not a fan of the breakfast. Did not sleep well at all. The furniture needs to be fixed up. TV experience was bad too. Shower experience was bad too. They're all things that are technically passable in grading, But when you are spending good money to stay at this hotel, it's a little disappointing when you get such experiences. It sounds like they're going to be doing some uptakes, some remodels, some fixes. So hopefully some of these things are addressed in the future. But as of this moment today, I did not have the greatest experience. That's unfortunate. So again, would I recommend this hotel? Maybe. Maybe you look at this video and you say, you know what, that's good enough for me, I'm happy, that's good enough for me and my family, I'm going to book it, and the price is right, by all means, go right ahead. I would not say no to that, and hopefully you'll have a great experience. Myself personally, didn't necessarily have the greatest experience this time around. I'm more than happy, willing to give it a try again down the road, not anytime soon, like maybe a few months or a year from now, and see if maybe the remodels change things or if they fix some things with the kitchen, who knows. At which point then I'm more than happy to come back and do a second review down the road. But I personally probably would not be coming back here anytime soon. So, and that's going to do it for our time here at the Sonesta ES Suites here in Anaheim. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up on it. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here, you haven't done so already. And third, hit the notification bell. Take it one step further, follow me on social media at BigRedJourneys on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram for even more content. So for me to you, thank you, and then I'll see you on the next journey. Bye-bye now.
All this time, I've been holding on so tight, 'cause all that I do